River Wild. Firstly, good film. I recommend you watch it. In terms of an out of 10 score, I'll give this one 6.5 to a 7. Okay. Comfortable watch. Okay for a background watch. One of those films where you'd watch it, you'd leave. Not the best film ever, but definitely what you'd class as a good film. So yeah, I'd recommend it. So this is River Wild, and it has Adam Brody in it, who is from the OC, and it also has Leighton Meester in it, who is from Gossip Girl. And I've not seen those shows. I didn't really watch the OC and I didn't watch Gossip Girl, but apparently in comparison to those shows, these characters were very different, the characters that they played in here. So in that sense, their performance was really good. Spoiler alert. Okay guys, spoiler alert, here it comes. I'm going to start talking about the actual film itself. If you haven't at this point, I'd say go and watch it. It's good, it's worth a watch, it's a comfortable watch, and decent like twists and things, and good pace to it. So, okay, so spoiler alert, here it goes. So this is about, it's like a camp. Do you know those camps where people go and do an activity? This is one of those, but it's one of those where you go down rapids. What do you call it when you go down rapids? What's it called? What's that? What's the name of that activity? The activity is called water rafting or white water rafting. Okay. And this is run by the character called Gray, and he's invited his sister to come up, and his sister is Joey, played by Leighton Meester. Okay. So Gray and Joey, they meet up, and it's been a while since they've been doing the rapids and stuff, and they're finally there, and they're doing it, and then or they're getting ready to do it, and so they also have a couple of randoms with them who have obviously paid for it, to come along on this, and they've got the experienced people with them, and that's how these camp things go. So they'll go rafting down the rapids, pretty dangerous if you ask me, and then they'll camp part way through, then go further down the rapids and camp again probably, and keep doing that until they get to some kind of base camp or something. Okay. Now, there they are doing that, or getting ready for it, and then Joey is like, oh, wait a minute, you didn't tell me he was going to come. And they're referring to Trevor. And Trevor, firstly, Joey is uncomfortable. She's like, I didn't know that he was going to come. And then Trevor is like, Gray, the brother, is like, oh, he's a friend, we go way back and blah, blah, blah. And he heard you were coming and he couldn't say no, he had to be here. So, or I couldn't say no, he really wanted to be here, so he came. Joey's uncomfortable, Trevor is there, they have an uncomfortable first little meeting, and Trevor, Adam Brody, looks like a proper rough, rough street guy. That's his kind of character, like he's rough and stuff, and just like probably on some stuff, if you know what I mean. That's how it looked to me anyway. As the story unfolds, they go to their first little base camp type thing, and it's night time and they're telling stories around the fire, classic cliche. And then one of the ladies, one of the randoms, she goes to the toilet, which of course in them situations is just the darkness of the forest. Off she goes, and then Trevor disappears shortly after her. And I was like, oh, something's going to happen here, you can just tell. Turns out he's bashed her one with a rock. He must have attacked her somehow, you know what I mean? And then after that, he's then bashed her with a rock and then or pushed her or something. Next thing, she's bleeding out of her head, having fits, and now it's a rescue operation. After that, they're trying to call using a satellite phone, and Trevor hasn't changed the batteries in them. So the satellite phones haven't got any working batteries. Trevor blames the batteries themselves or the actual phones, saying that they're rubbish, they never work, and all the rest of it. He's looking very suspicious. Plus, the girl has said to some of the people, keep him away from me, he pushed me. So, it carries on. Now, I don't know what the deal was, I don't know why he just went on this mad rampage, but he did. They get into the boat and they're trying to, like, as best they can, take care of this girl who's, like, dying. And they're trying to get to help. So they're doing a few things at once, right? So off they go, they're on their way. Eventually they get to this, like, little hut with a ranger dude. And they're trying to use his phone to get a helicopter in. And Trevor loses the plot here. He's like, look, we cannot be rescued. I don't want to be rescued here. They're going to find out that I did this, and I'm going to go back to jail. Turns out that he'd already gone to jail once, and he had gone to jail for Gray, the brother, right? So he was covering up for Gray, and as a result, he went to jail for him. So now it's like Gray owes Trevor, and that's why Trevor has, like, stuck around in his life. A bit crazy, isn't it? Anyway, they end up killing that ranger, and things just start going mad. Like, it kills the ranger, does Trevor, and then Trevor and Gray are fighting, and so many things are going on. I think even at this point, somebody had either died or run away. So it's all just going proper crazy. It goes on and stuff, and, like, Trevor is, like, murdering people and stabbing and this and that, and there's a lot of, like, thrillery moments and a lot of tension, and it is well put together. And then in the end, if you're not going to watch it, here's the end. Basically, one of the random women gets away. So one of the randoms who paid for the experience, she gets away, manages to get a helicopter. The helicopter arrives just as the sister Joey is, like, suffocating to death because she's, like, been stabbed or something, and so she's, like, suffocating, like the blood's filling up her lungs, something like that. And Gray, her brother, has managed to get Trevor, grabbed him and pulled him off a waterfall, and they've died. And so, yeah, so in the end, it's just Joey who lives and a random girl who paid for the excursion. But yeah, the journey to that is quite well put together and pretty crazy. But yeah, all in all, great film, great watch. I recommend it. And that's a review there. Thanks for watching. Whitewater rafting trip.
Water rafting.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just water rafting in England. It's called water rafting.
Okay. The activity is called water rafting. Water. Water rafting. Bottle of water. It's because it's easy to say it that way. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. It's like, it takes you 6 months to say that. Bottle.
How do you say bottle then?
Bottle. But obviously you say bottle.
So you say bottle, you don't say bottle, do you?
I don't think I say bottle, no. Okay, if I say bottle, I'm forcing myself. I'd rather say bottle. Active effort.
Disgusting.
What do you say?
Bottle.
Yeah. Of course you do.
I do say bottle.
We'll see. We'll see.